My name is Caroline Volkeen. I'm retired and I'm presently the President of the St Mary's and District Historical Society. My mother is a descendant of the Hackett family. That's one of the old families in St Mary's. I was brought up in a duration cottage which was built for the World War II for the workers at the munitions factory. Well, it sounds very silly, but to buy fruit. That's my connection with the Fruit King shop. Just by where it's sited, which is opposite the railway station, it was quite convenient when I travelled past or like to catch a train to work or coming home. You have past the fruit shop and therefore you could pick up fruit and veggies, whatever you needed at the time. During my time growing up, all the fruit shops usually got their fruit from the local orchards, which was on Orchard Hills. They had beautiful muscat grapes there. They also had like vegetables, potatoes, carrots. They were all brought in locally. So and they also had fruit that was perfect, and they also had spec fruit. So spec fruit or vegetables, they had either a mark or a funny shape, but they were also a lot cheaper. So families who were finding it a bit tough would buy the spec fruit. Tasted just as good. And I remember one time that our neighbour across the road, they were a large family, and Mum and this lady, they pooled their money and they made a huge pot of soup which fed the lot of us. So there were hard times back then. I know we always say we have really fond memories and what great times, but I must admit there were hard times, but it was how the people of the time met. Those hard times made a difference. They did get in and help each other without making a great fuss about it. At Christmas time, my aunties and my mum would take us kids on the train into either Broadway or Central, and there was Anthony Horton's or there was Walton's at Broadway, and we'd go in to see Santa Claus. And of course that's when they did some of their shopping for Christmas as well. I have to say, because that wasn't normal to catch a train when you were little. You only did that on special occasions if you were visiting someone important like grandparents or something like that. Best clothes, hat, gloves. Even when I was little, you still had a little hat that you put on your head. The train experience was part of the whole experience because you didn't go on the train very often.